everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the 2026 Subaru Solterra Touring XT. As with all of my reviews, I'm going to cover all of the ins and outs and take this thing on a thorough drive. Of course, there's a whole lot of stuff to cover, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The Solterra marks the brand's first foray into the all-electric SUV market, first launched for 2023. If it looks familiar, that's because it shares a lot with the Toyota BZ. The similarity isn't a coincidence. These two SUVs were developed through a collaborative effort between Subaru and Toyota. That said, while they are very familiar, there are some meaningful differences. For instance, the BZ is available in both front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive configurations, whereas the Solterra comes exclusively with all-wheel drive. There are other subtle distinctions throughout, but to keep things clear, this review will focus solely on the Solterra. At its core, the Solterra is an evolution of Subaru's Dynamic X solid design philosophy, which blends a strong, grounded foundation with a sense of motion and energy. Built on the new e-Subaru Global platform, it combines Subaru's legendary all-wheel drive capability, refined driving dynamics, and best-in-class passive safety features. The result is a vehicle that balances futuristic, distinctive styling with the practical familiarity of an SUV, perfectly suited for urban streets while still capable in all weather conditions. In terms of competition, the Solterra squares off against the Hyundai Ioniq 5, Kia EV6, Ford Mustang Mach-E, and the Tesla Model Y. Size-wise, it's similar to a Toyota RAV4. Previously, the Solterra did sacrifice some range and efficiency compared to some rivals, but it made up for it with capability, comfort, and versatility. However, with significant upgrades to its EV driveline, that compromise is no longer a thing. Like any EV, the choice ultimately comes down to which one best fits your lifestyle. The exterior design communicates both style and substance. Up front, Subaru's signature hexagonal grille is seamlessly integrated into the fascia, paired with thin, wide LED headlights that give it a sleek, modern profile. A low hood improves aerodynamics and forward visibility. From the side, short front and rear overhangs, bold wheel arch moldings, and confident proportions hint at off-road readiness. The aerodynamically sloped rear glass features a standard ducktail spoiler, while higher trims add a dual spoiler at the top for extra flair. At the back, trapezoidal rear combination lamps sit high, reinforcing the design's cohesive, purposeful look. For 2026, the Solterra receives a host of upgrades. The front and rear electric motors have been uprated to deliver up to 338 horsepower. A NACS-style compatible charging port now sits on the right front fender, and the interior gains dual 15-watt wireless smartphone chargers and a larger 14-inch touchscreen multimedia system. On the exterior, Astro black mica fenders and cladding replace the matte black pieces used previously. There's new front lighting signatures with an illuminated 6-star Subaru logo and headlight washers, and a redesigned rear lighting signature with updated Subaru badging. The battery has been upgraded to a 74.7 kilowatt-hour high-capacity lithium-ion pack with an 11 kilowatt onboard charger. If you select smoked carbon or cosmic white pearl paint, the fenders and cladding are painted to match. Standard roof rails support a static load of up to 700 pounds and a dynamic load of 176 pounds. At the time this video was produced, pricing for the 2026 Solterra had not been announced yet, but it will be offered in premium, limited XT, and Touring XT trims. Expect a similar starting point to the 2025 models, though the XT trims with their new upgrades may see a modest increase, likely starting closer to $50,000. For reference, the 2025 Premium started at $40,390 including destination, and the 2025 Touring at $46,415. The new Touring XT adds even more to the mix, including a panoramic fixed glass roof with power sunshade, a digital rearview mirror, ventilated front seats with radiant leg warmers, optional black and blue leather upholstery with accent stitching, a retractable cargo cover, and exclusive two-tone paint options. The example shown here is finished in Astro Black Mica. As far as wheels, the Solterra is offered with two options. On the Premium, you have 5-spoke 18 by 7.5 inch alloy wheels. The Limited and above, you have larger, more decorative 20 by 7.5 inch wheels with a gray finish and silver spoke inserts. The larger wheels are wrapped in 235/50 all-season tires. The Solterra's brakes consist of 4-wheel internally ventilated discs that span 12.9 inches in the front and 12.5 inches in the rear. They're clamped down by twin-piston and single-piston calipers respectively. Power assistance is electronically controlled. You also have 4-channel, 4-sensor ABS with brake assist and brake override systems. The parking brake is electronic. Hill Start Assist is standard along with downhill assist control, grip control, and even a brake hold feature. With the standard regenerative braking system, there's 4 driver-controlled modes via the steering wheel paddle shifters. Stopping from 60 miles an hour takes about 125 feet, which is pretty solid considering the Touring XT's curb weight of 4,510 pounds. The Solterra's suspension is fully independent. Up front, there's McPherson-type struts with internal rebound springs, aluminum lower L-arms, coil springs, and a stabilizer bar. Out back are double wishbones, coil springs, dampers with internal rebound springs, steel lower arms with aerodynamic covers, and a stabilizer bar. Off-road capability has been a Subaru hallmark for as long as I can remember. The Solterra is no exception, starting with 8.3 inches of ground clearance, which is best in class among small electric SUVs. All Solterras come standard with a new symmetrical all-wheel drive system that channels smooth linear output from Subaru StarDrive technology, providing outstanding traction and capability in all kinds of weather and terrain. Subaru StarDrive delivers substantial on-demand torque at all speeds with power and driver-selectable regenerative modes. A dual-function X-mode system with snow, dirt, and deep snow mud modes is standard. In both modes, the system applies the brakes on spinning wheels to produce a limited slip differential effect for added traction. Engage Snow Dirt mode to enhance vehicle stability and improve traction on bumpy or unpaved roads or certain snow-covered roads. Deep Snow Mud mode helps to tackle softer road surfaces covered by heavy snow, providing more vehicle stability by allowing the tires to slip in a way that clears away snow or mud. In downhill situations that require the driver to apply heavy braking, downhill assist control helps maintain a constant speed to allow the driver to concentrate on steering. Another nice feature is grip control, which is a low-speed system that leverages motor drive power modulation to achieve capable off-road performance during turns. This feature was developed as an added function to determine road surface characteristics and maintain a constant speed to prevent slipping on rough roads, allowing the driver to focus again more on steering. Standard active cornering assist works in tandem with vehicle stability control, applying braking power to the inside front wheel for better on-road handling and stability, sharper turn-in, more neutral steering, and higher cornering limits when turning. The Solterra's steering is a quick ratio electric power assisted rack and pinion setup that's speed variable and torque sensitive. The ratio is 14.1 to 1, and it takes about 2.8 turns to go from lock to lock. The turning circle is a tight 36.7 feet. The steering wheel has a squared-off design that's pretty cool looking in person. Earlier Solterras had a traditional circle steering wheel. The squared-off design was added for the 2024 model year. The original wheel design posed a visibility challenge with the 7-inch LCD multi-information display. The way everything is laid out now, you look over the wheel rather than through the wheel. The layout feels more like a cockpit, and from a design perspective, I really like it. However, the multi-information display I think needs to be larger. It incorporates a digital speedometer and readouts for state of charge, EV system output, and driving range. It also has a variety of menus you can toggle through, including power consumption, adaptive cruise mode, audio, trip, settings, and driver assistance systems, not to mention messages. It's just far away, and depending on the angle of the sun, it can be difficult to see as there's not a whole lot of color contrast. The steering wheel itself is leather wrapped on all trims and is manually adjustable for tilt and reach. On the Limited and above, the steering wheel is heated. Along with the off-road performance you'd expect from a capable SUV, the Solterra's long wheelbase and broad stance give it the smooth, stable driving feel that comes naturally to an all-electric vehicle. That's because maximum torque is available instantly from a standstill. No ramp up, no waiting for power bands. Just immediate response when you press the throttle. A standard drive mode selector lets you tailor throttle response between eco, normal, and power modes. For 2026, the Solterra's front and rear motors are more powerful, raising combined output to 233 horsepower, up from 215 in prior years. The new XT trims take it even further, jumping up to 338 horsepower and cutting the 0 to 60 time to just under 5 seconds. Supporting that performance is a denser 74.7 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery that increases driving range by about 25%. Subaru also added a battery preconditioning system, whether activated by navigation or manually. It maintains the pack at optimal charging temperature even in cold weather. The battery itself sits low in the center of the chassis, helping lower the center of gravity and improve rigidity through its cross-framing structure. Lightweight construction with high-tensile steel reinforcement around the battery, combined with a well-tuned suspension, gives the Solterra impressive agility on the road. An intelligent throttle system smooths out acceleration and deceleration, while slip suppression enhances stability on slick surfaces. With regenerative braking mode engaged, lifting off the throttle captures energy while slowing the vehicle, helping reduce reliance on the brake pedal. Power is sent through single ratio reduction transaxles connected to AC synchronous motors rather than a traditional automatic gearbox. Subaru has also updated the all-wheel drive controller for 2026, improving how drive power is distributed between the front and rear wheels for more precise control on both wet and dry roads. Engineers placed strong emphasis on efficiency, adopting design and equipment choices that cut energy use and extend range in all seasons. Key examples include aerodynamic refinements, weight reduction, and the use of a heat pump for both heating and cooling, which is far more efficient in cold weather than conventional systems. On the charging front, the Solterra can now recharge from 10 to 80% in as little as 30 minutes, at up to about 150 kilowatt. A newly standard NACS charging port gives owners access to over 15,000 Tesla superchargers across North America. The charge door has been relocated from the driver's side to the passenger side front fender. If you already own a charger with the older connector, affordable adapters are widely available. At home, the Solterra supports both Level 1 120 volt and Level 2 240 volt charging, and Subaru includes a dual voltage cable. While a home station isn't absolutely required, it is strongly recommended. Services like Qmeric can help find certified installers. I used it myself when setting up my Electron unit several years back. I also picked up an inexpensive adapter on Amazon to connect my existing J1772 plug to the new NACS port. If you'd like to check out the specific adapter I got, I included a link to my Amazon store in the description box below. Level 1 charging is extremely slow and only practical if you drive sparingly. If you already have a 240 volt outlet, level 2 charging is far more convenient. Actual charge times will vary based on battery condition, starting state of charge, charger output, vehicle settings, and temperature. The digital multi-information display shows your state of charge, estimated charge time, and projected driving range. Under ideal conditions, the upgraded 11 kilowatt onboard charger can take the battery from near empty to full in less than 9 hours with a 240 volt level 2 setup at 32 amps. That equates to roughly 20 miles or so of range per hour, easily allowing a full charge overnight. Driving range is now rated at 288 miles for the premium trim and 278 for the rest of the trims, a notable improvement. For the limited and above, efficiency comes in at 128 miles per gallon equivalent city, 105 highway, and 117 combined. The premium is rated at 131, 109, and 120 respectively. Of course, actual results will vary depending on features in use like air conditioning and which drive mode you're in. The Solterra's cockpit has been thoroughly updated for 2026, featuring an all-new dash design that's more stylish and offers more defining features than before. The locations and placement of controls is familiar, but it gives off an even more futuristic vibe that I really like. The clean, minimalist design is centered around the intuitive, high-resolution touchscreen. The previous cascading waterfall design of the center console is gone. Instead, there's a larger standard touchscreen and a more functional center console that incorporates two 15-watt wireless phone chargers. With up to 125 cubic feet of passenger and cargo space, generous legroom, and a nearly flat floor, the 5-passenger SUV gives occupants the airy, open feel of a much larger vehicle. Combined with generous storage options and the available panoramic glass roof, the Solterra delivers an interior that's not just spacious but also inviting. Overall build quality is decent, but I felt some of the materials could be better for the price. The Premium has 6-way manually adjusting front seats and now standard black StarTex upholstery. On the Limited and above, the front seats are upgraded with 8-way power adjustments, 2-way power lumbar for the driver, and 2-person memory settings. All Solterras have heated front seats. The Limited and above include heated rear seats and a heated steering wheel. The Touring XT adds ventilated front seats. This two-tone black and blue leather upholstery is optional on the Touring XT and looks awesome in person. A large 14-inch touchscreen multimedia system is now standard on all trims. It features a wide range of enhanced connectivity and convenience features, including over-the-air updates and digital climate controls. Based on Toyota's new multimedia system, it's so simple and straightforward, with all of the features you really want without the fluff and complicated menu structure seen in many competitors. Users can interact with the system through intuitive touch and voice activation controls. Standard Solterra Connect, which requires a subscription, gives access to Intelligent Assistant, Cloud Navigation, and Destination Assist. With Intelligent Assist, simple phrases can awaken the system for voice-activated commands to search for directions, find points of interest, adjust audio controls, change the cabin temperatures, and more. Cloud Navigation, the available onboard navigation solution, utilizes the cloud to download the latest available map, traffic, and routing information. Users have the most up-to-date search capabilities with Google Points of Interest data. Destination Assist also gives access to 24/7 live agent assistance to locate the next destination. The multimedia system allows for dual Bluetooth phone connectivity with support for standard wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. With further connectivity, the Solterra has an available Wi-Fi hotspot that offers 4G connectivity for up to 5 devices. A digital key feature is available using the Subaru Solterra Connect app. Adding to the already robust offering of audio playback ability with HD radio, USB data, and SiriusXM satellite radio, Wi-Fi Connect also enables a new integrated streaming feature, providing the ability to link separate Apple Music and Amazon Music subscriptions to the vehicle for onboard control. For those looking for an enhanced audio experience, the Limited and above have an excellent Harman Kardon audio system with 11 speakers and a 576-watt amplifier that packs a serious punch. Standard USB-C charge ports in the lower portion of the center console offer power and connection ports for the driver and front passenger. Dual-zone automatic climate control is standard, now with digital controls versus the previous physical controls. While I always prefer physical controls, this setup works well. The icons are large and easy to use. The touch interface is responsive and there's 2 large dials for temperature adjustment. The climate-controlled seats and heated steering wheel are also operated from the screen. The Touring XT has a unique add-on as well, radiant leg warmers for the driver and front passenger. When it comes to storage, the Solterra is quite practical, especially when it comes to trunk space. However, it does lack a glove box, which seems like a strange omission. The center console has decent space with 2 cup holders. The center armrest has a bilateral opening lid that can be used from either side. There's large door pockets with bottle holders, and there's space underneath the center console thanks to its floating design. In addition to the USB ports, there's a 12-volt power outlet in the lower portion of the center console. The Solterra offers a suite of standard EyeSight driver assist technologies, including emergency steering assist, intersection collision avoidance support, pre-collision brake assist, lane departure prevention, and dynamic radar cruise control with lane tracing assist. Additional standard active safety features include a blind spot monitor, safe exit assist, rear cross traffic alert, and rear camera detection with pedestrian warning. The Limited and above feature advanced park assist and a parking support brake feature that can apply the vehicle's brakes if an obstacle is detected while reversing. A 360-degree panoramic view monitor is included on the Limited and above and provides an overhead view of the vehicle for better all-around situational awareness. The Touring XT gets a digital rearview mirror with HomeLink, which can provide an unobstructed rearward view if you're loaded down with cargo or passengers. All new EyeSight features were added for the 2024 model year and continues through 2026 unchanged. Hands-free driving allows the Solterra to travel in its lane at speeds up to 25 miles per hour with only driver supervision, including stop-and-go traffic. The Solterra can also change lanes on command with active lane change assist, and the addition of front cross-traffic alert makes pulling into intersections safer by alerting the driver of potential collisions. What's more, dynamic radar cruise control with lane tracing and roadside assist, plus the newly added driver-focused distraction mitigation system all help to keep everyone safe on the road. The LED headlamps feature automatic high beam assist that encourages drivers to maximize the use of high beams without worrying of impairing oncoming traffic. The available advanced park assist feature allows hands-free parking when parallel parking or perpendicular parking. All Solterras include driver and front passenger frontal airbags, side curtain airbags, side pelvis, torso airbags, and driver and front passenger knee airbags. Each Solterra also comes with a host of additional standard connected services trials. Safety Connect includes an emergency assistance button in the overhead console, 24/7 enhanced roadside assistance, automatic collision notification, and stolen vehicle locator. Service Connect gives drivers the capability to receive vehicle health reports, maintenance alerts, and reminders. The Solterra's rear seat is impressively spacious, comfortable, and thoughtfully designed. Standout amenities include 3 fully adjustable headrests, latch child seat anchors for all 3 positions, overhead grab handles, coat hooks, seatback storage pockets, lower door pockets, overhead LED lighting, adjustable air vents in the back of the center console, and 2 USB-C charging outlets, ensuring both comfort and convenience are well covered. In the Touring XT, the standard panoramic glass roof is split into 2 sections, allowing the front portion to open independently for ventilation while still flooding the cabin with natural light. Even when closed, the roof enhances the sense of openness and airiness, making the rear cabin feel significantly larger. For added comfort, heated outboard seats are standard on the Limited and above, keeping passengers warm on cold days, while the Solterra's wide platform and nearly flat floor allow 3 adults to sit comfortably across the rear bench. Legroom measures approximately 38.6 inches, with 38 inches of headroom, which is generous for a compact to mid-size electric SUV and comparable to or slightly better than the Hyundai Ioniq 5 and Kia EV6, just for an example. Shoulder room is also accommodating at roughly 55.5 inches, giving adults enough space to sit side to side without feeling cramped. The rear seat is naturally laid back at its standard angle, offering a relaxed posture that makes long trips more comfortable. It can also be raked back a bit more if you'd like. Taller passengers will appreciate the headroom and flat floor, which prevents the feeling of being cramped in the middle seat. At 5 foot 10 inches, I had no issues with legroom or headroom, and even passengers over 6 feet would still find space adequate for longer drives. The combination of generous dimensions, thoughtful amenities, and the open-feeling roof makes the Solterra's rear cabin one of the more accommodating and enjoyable in its class, particularly for families or anyone regularly carrying adult passengers. The Solterra comes equipped with a power rear liftgate that features automatic close, a height memory function, and an integrated vehicle lock button, making it easy to operate whether you're carrying groceries, luggage, or outdoor gear. The Limited and above upgrade to a hands-free setup, which can be used by kicking your foot under the rear bumper. The rear gate opens to a generous 41.3-inch width, combined with a low liftover height, which makes loading bulky or heavy items easier. Behind the rear seats, the Solterra offers up to 29 cubic feet of usable space, which is already competitive for a compact to mid-size electric SUV. With the 60/40 split-folding rear seatbacks and the 2-position load floor, the Solterra provides remarkable flexibility for balancing passengers and cargo. The load floor can be lowered to free up nearly 3 additional inches of vertical cargo space, making it easier to fit taller items without having to fold the seats. Underneath the load floor, there's a small cubby that provides a convenient storage spot for the charging cables, keeping them organized and out of sight. An available retractable cargo cover, standard on the Touring XT, adds an extra layer of privacy and can easily be removed when transporting taller items or larger loads. When the rear seats are folded flat, the Solterra expands to 63.5 cubic feet of usable space. Standard fixed crossbar mounting points on the floor provide additional cargo carrying flexibility, allowing you to secure items or configure the space for unconventional loads. For nighttime loading and late arrivals, a bright LED cargo light on the right side panel ensures you can see clearly. Overall, the Solterra's cargo area is a thoughtfully designed space with a balanced combination of accessibility, versatility, and clever storage solutions that make it highly usable for everyday life and adventure-oriented trips. Well everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like down below because it really helps the videos a lot. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider doing that as well and make sure those notifications are on. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.